So why am I so weird or socially awkward? I think it's because, I don't know, it's kind of hard to blend in with a lot of people on, certain topics or certain things. Because me, I'm the type of person, I don't follow celebrity news or how their daily lives are going. That, like, I might be entertained as far as like their actual skill or what they're doing as far as like music or sports and stuff like that. But as far as like following their daily lives, who they're dating, who they're with, a lot of those things I don't kind of pay attention to. And another thing that kind of just makes me socially awkward is kind of like my upbringing. So I think that's where I need to start off. From Atlanta, Decatur, East Atlanta area, raised in East Hampton. Some might call it the ghetto, some might call it the projects. To me, it was just a huge playground with just endless things to do. There was always people outside to play with. You had your friends that you rode your bikes with, played football with. It was fun. And then, as my mom, she kind of, I wouldn't say babied us, but she sheltered us from experiencing a lot of like chaos that went on, was kind of what molded me into who I am now, this very low-key, calm, chill, still kind of shy person, to where it's hard for me to really engage with other people unless it's like some things that I like to do, as far as like, going to racing events or playing video games or going to sporting events. I like being behind the camera. So like this interaction right now, being in front of the camera is kind of hard and difficult. Being on this side of the camera is something that I'm not comfortable with, as far as like being on the other side of the camera. But when I say like going to sporting events, recording the races or recording like track days, or when I go to sporting events, recording somebody's game, creating a highlight, editing, those things excite me. As far as like playing video games, going to arcades and hanging out with friends, I feel like those things, like so my whole thing about this video is about one explaining why I am and why I act this way. And I feel like I have lost a lot of friends and a lot of people along the way for being so socially awkward or calm or quiet, not really getting in the mix with everybody. I kind of lost connection with a few people that, I mean, it happens. I wish it didn't happen, but it's kind of life, how it goes. We're all a different person. It's just sometimes people grow apart mentally. Sometimes, I mean, there was a point where I would kind of blame myself or blame others for not hearing from people or not being in contact with people. It's kind of hard for me to stay really in contact with people. Been living by myself for like the past 5-6 years. That can take a toll on you when it's just really just you. It's at the end of the day, you can go home, it's still only you. And that does take a toll on you as you go throughout life. You grow and you tend to get to those things. And I feel like that's why I'm at the point now. I'm starting to branch out a little bit more because I'm doing the things that I love to do, as far as like, saying going to racing events, sporting events, and avoiding the things that I don't love to do. Because when you do things that you kind of don't love to do, like I don't like going out to clubs or going to, sometimes it might be beneficial going to like cookouts and stuff like that, because you're going with a friend. And those type of events are kind of hard for me because it's a lot in my head. Everything is going on, everything is bouncing off the wall. There's too many people here. I'm trying to, in my head, I want to interact with people, but then also on the other side of my head, or wherever in my head, I'm telling myself, maybe I should not. I think over time, I started to realize, like, just go to stuff that you love to do. There have been plenty of events that I had to turn down if people like say, hey, I want you to come shoot a music video for me, or come to the club and shoot my birthday party. And I had to turn it down because those are the type of things I really don't enjoy doing. I love action stuff. I love being able to capture a detail at sporting and automotive, and I like doing product and events shoots too, but it has to be something with a little bit more, I don't know, it's kind of hard, but I think I'm going down the wrong way as far as like explaining why I feel like I am. I know a lot of times I'm just in my head. Lately I've been reading a lot, picking up on books like Atomic Habits, reflecting books, not overthinking or over exaggerating things or just putting too much pressure on myself to do the things that I like to do. So that's why I feel like this year in 2025, I'm gonna do more. I build up my calendar on all the racing events that I want to go to. I'm gonna go to the Atlanta Film Festival. This is the first time I ever even thought about going to that. I want to build my portfolio a little bit more to where being behind the camera, shooting, getting clients and work for brands, and capturing the detail, because I'm very detail oriented. My whole place, I kind of always changing things up because I want things to be very in place and look the way that I feel is comfortable and to be. This year, I feel like I'm taking steps towards that. I feel like at December, that's when it really kicked in. I could really start to notice the change, rework my notion. I feel like this is going to be a big year for me as far as like just growing as a videographer, a freelance videographer, trying to grow into a cinematographer. One thing I will kind of just as a message to myself and to others is that do things that you love to do. If you're just like me and quiet, hard to interact with, hard to engage with, that's kind of okay. Just enjoy the things that you love to do, because if you don't, then you'll be going down a rabbit hole again in the same year over and over and over, and you won't feel any kind of growth, any kind of progress. I feel like that's why I'm at the point now. I feel like my growth is happening. I just want to get on how I feel, where I'm at the moment. This year's gonna be great. It's gonna be great for all of us, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.